So yeah, there's the robo going up now for Bisu. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a pretty normal game here. Again, I apologize for the video quality. Like I said, I had to kind of download it from YouTube, but it looks okay actually the way it is now. This is before the days of high quality YouTube and before HD and all that stuff, and so back then they wouldn't process it to a higher quality, and they didn't save the original video in any kind of high quality situation either. And oh no, Flash going, and this is one of the reasons, I think this game might have been one of the reasons why he was considered to be a very cheesy player back then, is he's going to be cheesing with an M&M rush against Bisu, and it looks like he's got a factory with a machine shop, so he's probably going to go tanks, and then the M&Ms alongside, and their observatory first. He really is going to need some Reavers out as quickly as possible, deal with it. It's really unfortunate that he didn't go for Robotic Support Bay first and go for that quick tech, because now Bisu is going to be really, really strapped to try and deal with this M&M rush. Probably going to upgrade stim packs and then move out when he has a decent force of medic marines, and he's hiding his medic now. So he's making Bisu think if Bisu sends a probe in there, he's going to think that it's just 4 marines and some tanks, something along those lines. Here comes the probe. Let's see if he's gonna suspect anything. He's going to go over there and just see the 2 tanks. So yeah, he's going to think it's normal. Now he is going to have observers quickly. He probably has an observer out now, actually, and it's probably, yeah, I can see it on the mini, maybe not, but it's probably heading towards Flash's base very soon, so he's going to spot this pretty soon, but I don't know if he's going to have time to really do anything about it. Actually, no, I don't see any observers heading out for Bisu. Oh, he's going to put down an expansion! Bisu's going to put down an expansion! This is horrible for Bisu. He thinks that Flash is doing 1 factory in a command center, which he's not, and he's going to have all that money taken up by the command center, and instead all that money is going to be in medic marines, and he still isn't. There's the observer comes in. The observer's going to see it now. Now the jig is up. Now he has to spring the trap now, because Bisu knows exactly what's coming, and he's going to try and delay as much as possible these Dragoons and try and kill off those Marines as much as possible. But Flash is going to be rallying Marines, and Dragoons are going to have to back up. He does have range, and so that makes him actually pretty good against stim Marines even, because they can fire, pick off those Marines, and fall back, and he's actually canceled the Nexus, yeah. So, and just strangely, for some reason, I just had a flashback of something about that Nexus. I may have missed that it was canceled, and there was people complaining in the comments all those years ago that I had missed it, and I was like, yeah, well, you can't see everything. Anyway, but Bisu is going to have to fall back here to his expansion. He is probably going to get forced up his ramp eventually. He doesn't want to get forced up his ramp, because then he'll definitely be stuck, and Flash will be able to just contain him and set up his own expansion and win in the long run. But it looks like Flash is just going all in here with 3 Rocks Marines and more tanks being rallied to the front as well. No mines or anything like that. Here's some Zealots. He's going to try and run the Zealot in first, try and take some hits, but that many stim men and Marines is going to be able to pick off that Zealot very easily. There's the Reaver. Now he has a little bit of a chance here. If he can somehow land a Scarab in the middle of those medic Marines, he'll be in good shape, but it's actually a really good combination. This M&M tank combo is really good, because he can target the tanks on the Reaver. Oh, if he gets the Reaver, he needs to be, oh, the Reaver has 1 hit on it now. It does take out a few medic Marines, but he cannot take another hit on that Reaver. Oh, he's going to try and target the Reaver. Oh, the Reaver is going to be able to kill, does not kill off those medic Marines. Another tank coming in just in the nick of time, but I think Bisu's going to be able to take out that tank. The Reaver dies, but the last tank dies as well. Bisu has fended it off. He has fended off this M&M tank push, and Flash is left with almost nothing. The Reaver is going to come out next, or basically going to nullify the medic Marines. It's still possible if you're really, really skilled. You could run in with medic Marines and try and pick off the shuttle, and then use the tanks to deal with the Dragoons. But Bisu has several Dragoons now. He is moving in for a counterattack. He's going to kill off these Marines. There's no medics to be found, so the Marines are going to die. He may have killed off the medic, and the Dragoons are going to close in. Oh, the medic's sitting up on top of the ramp. Oh, you get fired. Youth medics are fired. You're going to be downsized now. Bisu almost breaking up the ramp, but the SCVs coming off the line are barely going to hold him back above that ramp, so he's not going to be able to quite finish off with a killing blow just yet. But that Reaver that's going to come out and go into that shuttle is going to be the killing blow, I feel, because basically Flash has nothing right now. He doesn't have turrets. He only has a few medic Marines. Bisu's keeping those medic Marines on the front with some pressure from these Dragoons, and Bisu will be able to just float into the back of his base and take out SCVs with the Reaver probably, because he just does not have. He barely has the forces to hold that ramp, let alone the forces to do any to cover more than one place at once. And Bisu is expecting this. He's going to run over there and set up a tank in his main base. A little bit risky because then the Dragoons are going to be able to put more pressure on the front. He nearly needs like a couple tanks. He needs turrets. He needs so many things. He's just without so many things. And Bisu is actually going to go in the front. He's going to drop the Dragoon out first, and he's actually just going to chase in with the Reaver. There's the Reaver. If he can get a good Scarab off in the middle of those, it'll be huge. Oh, man. It looks like the Reaver may have gone down. I'm not sure if the Reaver went down or not. But a Scarab lands and kills a few Marines off. He's only got one medic. There's the tank. Yeah, can he? Oh, there's the Reaver. The Reaver's... Oh, the Reaver dies! The Reaver dies, but I think it's too late, though. Too many Dragoons getting up close to that tank. They're going to take out that tank. The 2 Marines are not going to be enough to deal with these medic Marines, and we're going to see GG any second now, I believe. And Bisu overcoming this... This was time when Bisu was on top of his game. Bisu was the bone draw. Bisu was on top of the game of StarCraft, and he is proving it to the up-and-coming Flash at this point. But Bisu was still on top, and as many of you probably know, shortly after this, Flash became the monster that he is today, and ended up cheesing Bisu out of one of the Star Leagues. I don't remember. It may have been the OSL, I believe, with a double cheese build. One of the ones that was when he had I think it might have been on Python. He did or maybe it was some other map. He did an M&M rush. Not just a tank M&M push, but an M&M rush with a proxy Rax. And then he also did his famous build on Monty Hall, where he used the refinery to mine things out and to mine out the minerals in the center lane and do a rush against Bisu as well. And everyone was like, "Oh, Flash is just a cheesy noob. Oh, he's just a cheeser, and he can't win without cheese." And that was just before Flash, came out and started destroying everyone in his path. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my re-commentary of that game. I enjoyed re-commenting it. I forgot what happened, so it was cool to see that again, and very exciting game. But yeah, and it's also just kind of interesting to see how things have progressed in the last couple of years. Just think about that kind of thing. By the way, back then, YouTube actually limited their videos to 10 minutes, and so that's why I didn't have a whole lot of video to work with there. So I'm sorry about that. And back then I had cut off the VOD to exactly under 10 minutes so that I would have it limited to just one video. I didn't want to make 2 videos to have the game, the second video would just have to be like a couple minutes long or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, so, again, thanks to everyone for your support and everything. I've really appreciated it over the years. I'm going to try and keep doing it. I'm going to keep on chugging. I've tried, sometimes I've thought about stopping commentating, and I always end up going back to it and keeping going, no matter if I've been homeless or if I've been in the middle of a master's program and not had any time whatsoever, or if I've been poor and trying to job hunt and all kinds of things. I've always ended up doing some commentaries here and there, and so, not really intentionally. There have been times when I just had given up and I didn't really care. And I was like, oh, well, I don't even care if I do any more commentaries. But then I'd accidentally do 1 or 2 on the weekend or something like that, and I'd keep it up anyway. So probably going to keep doing it. We'll see. But yeah, and then StarCraft 2 should be fun coming out next year. I'm trying to do some StarCraft 2 commentaries maybe in the future. All right. I guess I'll leave it at that. Again, to all you whiners, I apologize for all the time that wasn't spent with StarCraft game, but I think I'm allowed to ramble every 2 years or so. Yeah. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed the last couple years of commentaries that I've been doing. Yeah, and the thousands of hours that I've put into making them happen. I'm glad that it's come to I'm glad that some people have been able to take some enjoyment out of them. So take care, and as usual, thanks very much for watching. GG.